Good afternoon, October the 27th, 2015. Time to wrap up today's trading. We had a pretty good day in the E-mini today. It was unusual, not really off of our setups and the rest of it. No losers to talk about. We came in early at 6:45 a.m. this morning Central Time, wanting to sell the 63-65 area, and we finally got to that about 11 o'clock Eastern. We had a 55, 57 buy, so these buys were all in our range. And then we had a 50, 52 area. 50, 52 buy was our buy number 2, and that gave us the buy in this area. So idea level, deceleration, take the trades. So the first trade that really set up well for us was right through here. We had a couple of Bs. We had a retest failure, and the market rallied, and that gave us a winner. Didn't quite make it to our 63 area, but we roll over the top. We've got an S right here. Took the trade, talked through it. This was a 3-point trade. This ended up being a 4-point trade if you traded it perfectly. Another test a little bit lower. Retest failure, buy. Nice winning trade here. Another B, nice winning trade right there. Then we have a V top, which gave you a little bit. We're in our sell zone up here, the yellow and orange line. So if you were really good, you leaned against that with a short at 260.75. Otherwise, you were short in the 259 area, 259 and a quarter. And that produced a nice winning trade. So everything really kind of went according to plan today. We thought tomorrow's FOMC announcement would hold us in a range. Didn't see the market breaking down. Didn't see the market breaking out to the upside either. So couldn't ask for a much better day than in the E-mini. Some days don't go this well. So looking at the F1 screen, and again, I think we face tomorrow what we face today. The FOMC market meeting will hold us in check. I've got a seller above the 2070 area. We broke this baby out at the 35 area, so 2035 or 2050 give or take is where support is, and we're down to an announcement, and we'll have to see what happens. So F1 screen says it's okay to sell failure to take out the 2060, 2063 area, and if we can't break 2050, it's okay to get long. Looking at the F2 screen, not too hard to like the short side of the market off of this screen. Just volume is moving lower in each of the distributions. When it does come back up, it doesn't take out the preceding volume, so volume continues to move lower, and that's where we sit today. So we've got a B, which favors a sell. Not a lot of news tomorrow, but some. We have trade balance minus 67.2. We'll have crude inventories. We've got the 5-year auction. Then the big piece of news tomorrow will be the FOMC announcement. So we're going to try to sell 60s at 65. That'll be our sell zone. And we're going to try to buy the 50-52, buy 1. And then 45-47 for buy 2. If we do break it out above 65, next resistance starts at 70, so sell 2 will be 20, 70. And the seasonal, or the tendency that we deal with, is for this market to rally into FOMC announcements. So that's the dynamic that we'll expect tomorrow, and we'll be a little more aggressive on the buy sides in our area than we will be on the sell side. Okay, tomorrow is the 5-year auction, not today. I don't know, I didn't shift gears very well today, did I? Ahead of myself. My wife accuses me of that all the time. Spit it out, slow down, finish your thought. Geez, do I have to? So higher low, higher high on the F1 screen. We're just moving sideways in a pretty tight trading range right here. FOMC should hold us in check, but with the 5-year, they're not going to break the market tomorrow either. So I think we'll just plan on working the trading range and not get too excited. about prices higher or lower. The last rotate up stopped at 30, so 31 to 03 will be sell 1. 7 to 11 if we can get it there. Now if the E-mini dumps this afternoon, we're going to have to pay up to get long. On the buy side, we had the breakout from 25, so 21 to 25 buy 1, and 17 to 13 buy 2. Hope you all are having fun in the room where, you know, every trade you put on isn't a emotional big event. You have to get yourself into that mindset. Well, it's the next trade, you know, and you got to come in. Well, you know, if I trade the methodology, I know there'll be money in the account. So I just have to. All I have to do is trade the methodology. And with that in mind, I think you can make a pretty good, become a pretty good trader. You just have to become emotionally detached. Sell 1, 15 to 19. Sell 2, 27 to 31. 15 to 19 is pretty aggressive. I'd like to get it done at 19 or better. On the buy side, I don't think we break it, but this market has been very volatile. So 29 to 01, which is where we were this morning. And then buy 2, 17 to 21. The intermediate term piece of paper can be sold. It's not a guarantee like the first and the last one coming up, if there is such a thing as a guarantee in this market. Guarantee that you're going to grow psychologically, spiritually, and emotionally. That we can guarantee you. You might not like the growth, but that's what's so fascinating about this. I mean, if you can master this, think of the demons that most people walk around with that you brought under control, and think of what you'll be able to do with that. And I mean, you've got you can master this. You've got a real leg up on most of the general population. Gold, almost an inside day. I think, you know, we got buyers 55 to 60. We've got a seller now 70 to 75, and that's the way I think it'll stay for tomorrow. Don't think the market's going to go anywhere. So, selling 68s to 70, sell 1. 74, 76, sell 2. On the buy side, 60 to 62, buy 1. And buy 2, 55, 57. The Fed, if they don't raise interest rates tomorrow, and nobody thinks they will, we're already into 2016, where the probability gets back to a half. And what you notice if you follow the probability of an interest rate increase, it's always 90 to 180 days out. And sometimes it looks like we might get it, the chatter will pick up, but then we don't, and then it moves out. And right now the economy is soft enough and weak enough that don't see how the Fed could raise interest rates. You know, the other thing is we don't talk about it a lot, but China owning over $1 trillion worth of our paper. They are our biggest creditor, our biggest paper holder. And when they say that don't raise interest rates, they bring more than a little clout to the table. Japan has said don't raise interest rates. So lower high, lower low, find a place to sell it. FOMC should not impact this market by much. So we got a 42.50 to 75 buy. That's where support is. And 42, 42 and a quarter. We can take out and hold 42.50. I think the market is headed for 40 bucks, where it's all said and done. 43.25 to 50, sell 1, and then 44, 44 and a quarter, sell 2. And something could flare up in the Middle East. You know, it's funny when we listen to, you know, talking about the Middle East, the story put out by the Pentagon, really put out by the administration, is that our troopers in Syria were just riding shotgun for the Kurds, and it finds out that Delta was the first on the ground in the lead attack against that prison, as they well should be. You know, flying in helicopters and bringing that in. You don't want to have people that aren't familiar, aren't well practiced in doing that. So, but again, it just, the lies that come out right and left. I mean, can you believe anything these people say anymore? And I would make a pretty strong case that you can't. And that if they are saying something, it's meant to fool you. And that's what gives what we do such power, because, you know, we don't have to know exactly why they're buying or who's doing it. We can just see that they are. And we join that. We join the institutional money. And then we execute with exchange members to go for better trade location. And think about the guy that's out there that has to trade fundamentals, or some guy that's trading moving average crossovers. You got a lot more going for you than the average bear does. So sit back and enjoy it. Higher low, higher high for the euro, pointed up. Really don't know what the FOMC could do for the euro tomorrow. I mean, just thinking about it, probably not much one way or the other. I think the euro is headed lower because the European Central Bank wants it lower. We got to be here. We're looking for a place to sell it. I'd like to get it done in the 75 area. We're close enough, so we'll try for that. Sell 1, 75, sell 2, 111. On the buy side, we're close enough to break it down, so we're going to make 1025, buy 1. Probably for Globex, we'll low it for the day session tomorrow, then 110 even for buy 2. And that does it for October the 27th, 2015. I will see you all bright and early in the AM, and let's thank the heavens for getting the magic pen back. James, I'll be with you in a few.